Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Zach, but you guys can call me Hazardous. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into my channel, and welcome back to another Red Dead Redemption 2 video here on the channel today for you guys. And in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we're going to be talking about the ending and the leaked ending, the possible leaked ending to Red Dead Redemption 2 that was leaked way back in 2010 when Red Dead Redemption 1 released. The cutscene you're seeing on screen is an interaction between John Marston and the strange man in the stranger mission called I Know You, where you do a couple errands for him. But in this first cutscene, when you meet him, he's more of a figment of John's imagination or his conscious feeling guilty for the things that he did in his past. And the strange man describes a past mission or a past action where John Marston was in a botched robbery with his gang on the wreck of Serendipity in Red Dead Redemption 1 that left him getting shot and this girl, Heidi McCourt, getting killed. You could see he describes her face as her eye hanging out of her head by a thread attendant and her brain plastered all over the wall. So obviously she was shot in the face, and a lot of fans are speculating that she is included in the most recent trailer of Red Dead Redemption 1. She could be the blonde girl. Some people are saying she's Abigail Marston. I think she's Heidi McCourt's face, and then the brunette towards the end of the trailer could be Abigail Marston because they kind of have a similar resemblance. Now, the reason, well, let's talk about this actually, because as you can see on screen, this is a screenshot of the wreck of Serendipity right here, and you can see that the ship is sinking in the back, similar to how the Titanic sank. I don't think there's any resemblance there, but you can see in the back there's actually the rotating rudders that will propel the ship forward, and so it seems to have sank in the front of the ship, leaving that end, the opposite side or the tail end of the ship. I don't know ships if it's starboard or bow or stern. I think it's the stern, leaving the stern up in the air, but you could see Flatiron Lake in this picture. Now, if we go to this leaked map of Red Dead Redemption 2, you could still see that the wreck of Serendipity is all the way south there, probably where it says Quaker's Cove. That seems to be the path leading down to the wreck of Serendipity. This could be the possible ending location for the game. Now, personally, I don't think this is going to be the true ending of Red Dead Redemption 2, but I think it's going to be the climax of the game. And what I mean by climax is that this is when the story, every problem that you've been encountered, every action that you've done so far comes to a head. So in a 3-act story structure in a movie, you have the exposition, which gives all the backstory and the information you need to proceed further with the story, the journey, and the adventure that you're going to see on screen. Act 2 ends with the climax of the film, and then Act 3 is the resolution. So basically, the exposition ends with the true action or the problem that gets presented. You get presented all the information, and then the main character experiences a problem. Say, for example, boy meets girl in the exposition, and the in-between of Act 1 and Act 2 is the problem. The problem is the girl has a boyfriend. So now the boy needs to try and get the girl in Act 2, and we follow him through the whole journey of him trying to take her out to dinner, buy her nice things, etc. And the climax is he makes his move on the girl. He asks her to marry him, he kisses her, or something like that. That would be the climax of the film. The resolution could go either way. It could be a good resolution of where boy gets girl. Typically that's how it is because that's the payoff for the film. But in a lot of drama films and horror movie films, you actually see a negative resolution, which is where, the boy asks the girl the main question, like, will you marry me? Can I kiss you? Etc. And the girl doesn't accept, she rejects him, and the boy continues on with his life without the girl. That would be a negative resolution, and that is what I think the climax is going to be. These are some of the reasons now that I'm going to talk about why we could see this as the ending of Red Dead Redemption 2, and also at the same time why this leaked ending wouldn't work. Some of the reasons that it would work, I have 3, is that this could very well be the climax, like I said, because this could be the cause that Arthur Morgan dies in the game. We don't know if Arthur Morgan's gonna die or not. I doubt they would do such a similar ending to, well, actually, spoiler alert, if anyone doesn't know, alright, I'm gonna give you a second to click off the video here, guys. If you guys do not know the ending to Red Dead Redemption 1, I'm giving you guys a little bit more time. If you don't want to spoil the ending for yourself, if you're playing it for the first time now, click off this video or just skip the rest of it and we will continue further. But this is going to be the spoiler, guys. In Red Dead Redemption 1, John Marston dies, right? And so we play as Jack Marston and we redeem, his father. he's shot, his mother and his son escapes, and then we do the last mission of the game where Jack hunts down Ross and he actually kills him, and that's when the credits roll, and that's like the true ending of the game. But John Marston dies in Red Dead Redemption, right? And so this could be a similar ending to that, where Arthur Morgan actually dies on the wreck of Serendipity and John Marston gets shot, because that is what the strange man said. He says, you got shot on this ship, right? And that you don't remember Heidi McCourt's face, so why would you remember mine, etc. That's one of the reasons why this could work as a climax, because this is where Arthur Morgan could die, this is where John Marston gets shot, and this is where the gang leaves him, because John Marston, the whole reason he's, you know, capturing or trying to kill his enemies and his old gang in the RDR1 story is because the government is going to kill his family unless he doesn't bring them in or kill them. But the reason he's so okay with it is because they left him 10 years ago, which is when this prequel with Arthur Morgan and Dutch van der Linde and the rest of the game took place. Now, another reason why this could work is that this puts the gang in a tough situation where the member John Marston is shot and they need to escape law enforcement on the ship, and that's why they leave him. I don't think they necessarily leave John Marston because they hate him and they just want to leave him. It's because he gets shot and they leave him for dead because they got to get out of there as well. Similar to the movie, there's a lot of bank robbing movies, you know, just around, you know, the world, and one of them is Heat from 1993 or 1995. Great movie, but they leave one of the characters for dead as well. And then the last reason why this ending could work is that the game is most likely to end after a heist with the gang that goes horribly wrong, and this could be one of those heists. Now, it's not a typical bank robbery or a train robbery, but it's a robbery on a ship. Maybe they're going after someone with a lot of money, or they're going after a safe on the ship, or something like that. Maybe even Arthur Morgan or John Marston are taken hostage on the ship, although we have no information to confirm that. Those are just my thoughts, and this is pure speculation. Now, I do want to talk about why this ending for RDR2 would not work, and the reason for that is that Red Dead Redemption 2 is a prequel to RDR1, but not a prequel of John Marston, and so I doubt they would have been so on the nose about John Marston's past to point out the Red Dead Redemption 2 ending. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't talk about John Marston's past and then say, you know what, we're gonna make this the ending for Red Dead Redemption 2, even though it seems to fit in with the story perfectly and it would be a great climax for the movie or a great ending. They wouldn't have like been so on the nose in the original game. Now maybe you could say that they weren't sure if they were gonna make another Red Dead Redemption, but Red Dead Redemption 2 began development right after RDR1. Concepting for RDR2 began before Red Dead Redemption even finished development and before it went gold. So I think if they knew they were coming out with a Red Dead Redemption 2 and they knew how this ending would come out, they would have excluded that cutscene in general, because it was necessary information for John Marston's past, but it would have been leaked to the audience. And so, you know, that's why I think it could be the climax of the game and not the resolution, because, you know, the resolution can follow a few minutes after for Arthur Morgan's story, but the climax would be this, just like a 3-act story structure in a film. And then the other fact and the other detail why I think this would not work as the ending to Red Dead Redemption 2 is because the story is about Arthur Morgan at the end of the day, guys. It's not about John Marston. Even though he's involved with the gang, this is not John Marston's story. We already had time to play his story back in 2010 with the original Red Dead Redemption. So even though this may be a playable mission in the game because it involves the gang, the focus of this mission probably won't be what happens to John Marston. It will probably be what happens to Arthur Morgan, because this is his story after all. This isn't John Marston's story, like I said. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I'd hope you guys would stick around for more videos just like this. I upload Red Dead Redemption 2 content, news, speculation, information, leaks, and more every single day on my channel. We talked about multiplayer a couple of days ago, and I'm going to be coming out with a new multiplayer video in a few days, guys, because you guys seem to really enjoy that, and it did really well, so I definitely want to keep those videos coming. If you guys found this information helpful, please drop a like and consider subscribing if you guys are new for more Red Dead Redemption 2 content. As always, comment what you guys thought of this video down in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Let me know what you guys think the Red Dead Redemption 2 ending is going to be. Let's talk about it. I'm excited to discuss this with you guys down in the comments. You guys can also feel free to follow me on Twitter as I update you guys about everything else RDR2 that I don't on YouTube. We can talk. I spend a lot of time on Twitter, whereas, you know, the YouTube comments, I respond to them, but I can't really be on there all the time. Twitter is a lot easier and a better way of getting in contact with me because I get notifications directly to my computer, to my cell phone, etc. And so we can have a discussion there. And also, you just miss out on a lot of cool features about my channel if you're not following me on Twitter, because that's like the second half of the Hazard brand. So thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Like I said, comment down below your thoughts, drop a like on this video if you enjoyed and found this information helpful. Subscribe if you guys are new and you want daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos just like this. and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And I'll see you guys in the next Red Dead Redemption 2 video. Adios, amigos.